Hello and welcome to a new video. I will soon explain everything, but I will actually start by digging around a little bit in this one bin after a special connection, and I believe it's this one I have made some time. It's a not so nice looking block off. It's an ugly one, but it works, and it's cheaper than buying some special plugs. So that's why I usually make my own, and they usually look something like this. It's just an ordinary fitting, and then I press the cone, and then I just hammer the tube shut like this. So it works, but it's not the nicest one. But that's not the goal here either. So that one I will try to use. So explaining. I have some explaining to do. I will be back with explanation as soon as I get to whatever it's I'm supposed to explain. That will take me a couple of minutes, but just 1 second for you. So here we are. Here is the reason for today's video. And as you see here, I already have started a little bit. And no, this is not any kind of how, what's it called, will it start or will it work or... No. This is my tractor. And this machine works. I've been using it. No, it actually it doesn't work. But it used to work at least. And it will work again. I'm 100% sure of that. I just need to fix this problem. So what's the problem? Well, I will explain. This is my clutch master cylinder. And if you look in there, you see two identical cylinders to this one. That's my left and right brakes master cylinder. But you see what's missing here? Yeah. You see this tube is going all the way over there. And over there, it meets up with the tubes from the right and left master cylinder. And over them, up there, the white thing up there, that's the reservoir. And there is only one. The oil from there goes down both of the brake masters and over all the way to here to the clutch master. Why am I explaining this? Well, we have to walk around a little bit. Namely, to about here. In there, you see the top of the, down there actually, you see the brake line going in there. That's the left rear brake. And inside of there is the brake slave cylinder. And that's the culprit here. That one is broken. Of course, there is one over here also. But this one is actually working. But as I said, this one is broken. And it's broken so that it leaks. And the problem here is that the brake cylinder is inside of the housing of the rear axle here. So you see these big bolts here that go all the way around. It's a split here. To get to that one, you need to actually split the rear axle here to be able to enter the brake cylinder in there. And that's not the job I want to do right now. I don't want to open that can of worms in the middle of winter. The days are very short, it's cold, and this is a big job. You need to drain all the oil, And when I'm in there, I surely will find something more. I'm pretty sure of that. And that's nothing I want to be doing right now. As I said, it's the middle of winter. I usually don't do any work on machines outside in the winter. I try to avoid it if I can, but this one I can't, because this is not usable right now due to me not having a clutch, due to the brake failing. So I'm gonna try to repair that. Not try, I will repair that. And that's where this little culprit comes in. As you see here, I have already removed the brake line from the left, in this case, yes, the left main master here. It's loose like this, and it's coming from up there, and it's going down there. This little bastard here is just gonna plug this hole here, so no brake fluid can exit this way. Whoops, like that. And then I'm gonna tighten it so it gets sealed. So it's a lot of tightening here, because it's a long way to temporary. Oops. No, I need both hands to do this, but I will show you again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to tighten this one, so that's good tight, and then I'm going to leave this original brake line here. I will only tighten it down there, and I will also put a plastic plug on here, and I will just leave it like this, because I will come back to this one as soon as this winter is past and we have good weather again and a warm sunny day. Then I will dig into this, because I need to take the back axle down here apart. So as soon as the weather permits me working outside in a t-shirt, then I will come back to this, and this will be reconnected again, because here is nothing wrong actually. The problem is down there, but the problem is that when it's open down there, as it is, because it's leaking out all the oil from the reservoir, and that leaves no oil for the other brake and the clutch, and that's why I'm losing the clutch, because there is no more fluid in the system. What I would like to do is to, over here, disconnect this line and put a separate container here with oil that's distributed only to this one. But unluckily I don't have any container that fits here. I have to try to find something and order it and change that out, so I can remove this tube and only have one container over there for the brakes. Ideally I would have two containers there, one for each brake, but I think it's good with one container for the brakes and one separate container here for the clutch. That would be perfect. But today I don't got that, so I have to do it this way. Since I know this system side is the problem side, I can isolate that by plugging it off, and then I can fill the system and re-bleed the clutch, so I get my clutch back. And then I can also, if I feel the need for it, I can, if I need one brake, I can also bleed the other side here, the right master, and get my brakes back over here also. That's probably what I do. But firstly, I want my clutch back so I can move the machine, because without the clutch I can't even move the machine. Without a brake I can still move it. I can brake with a bucket or something, but with a clutch it's not moving. So that's why I'm tending to this right now, like this. So I will do this. I will tighten that one and tighten that one, and I bring you back when I'm ready to start filling and bleeding. So this is brake fluid. Well, it's pretty much full there, but I really like it to be really full. Let's see if I can get something more in there. No, back down. There we have it. Now it's full. And that's all to that. Now I can close it up for a little while. That's while I'm gonna bleed the system. When the system is bled, I need to come back here and do a final fill up of this. But this you all know, so I don't need to point that out anymore. Of course, my battery decided to take a break just as I was cold starting and testing the machine. But here is the proof. Here you can see proof of me driving back and forth. So the clutch is working, the brake is not working, and that's because I couldn't reach the bleeder. There was no way of me reaching the bleeder, so I never bled the brakes over there. But this clutch, it's bled, and I intend to get a separate container for this one, so it will only have clutch oil here and brake fluid or brake oil over there. So I will separate them, so even if I lose the brakes I don't lose the clutch. That's the most important thing. And that's mostly because the brake leads, they go on the side of the frame here. You can see them there, you can see them there. And if a stone or something falls down on that line right there, you lose your brakes. And all the fluid will come out. You see the same here, the brake line there. It's most likely to break here then. It has some protection there, but it's still open here. So if something falls down, like a stone, comes down here, hits that brake line, it might break, and you lose the brake fluid. And automatically you lose the clutch. You don't want to lose your clutch. So yeah, I need to make different compartments for the oils there, so I don't lose my clutch as easily as I have done now. You can see one of the brake pedals there is down to the floor, and that's due to that brake pedal being disconnected now. The other one is still up, but I have no brakes. I just start to feel the brakes. I need to get to the bleeder so I can bleed that one. So I guess this is the outro about my Valmet 903. I believe it's a 79. You see, Valmet 903, and I believe the year of this one is 73. I'm not 100 sure. And here is the loader that I have on it. You can freeze that and look at it if you want to. I don't have the exact year, but I believe it's a 79. They look pretty much exactly the same through all the years that these were made. So it's very hard to specify the year just by looking at the machine. You need to know, otherwise you're just guessing, as I am right now. But that doesn't matter. It's a 903 and it's a Valmet, and I like it. The only thing is that it's a two-wheel drive, not a four-wheel drive, but it works for me. I mostly use it as a lifting device. So that's the golden part, the loader here. It's an original loader on this one, so it's been here since it was new, and it works really fairly good. Not really good, but fairly good. And the problem with it, not the problem, but the bad thing with it is this valve block that's mounted outside here, and you have the lever going in. And this one, if you see, it's not the sturdiest thing, and having it mounted like that is not the most optimal thing in the world. It should be mounted like down on the side of the steering column or something, on the inside and going up. But I understand why they did this. It's mostly for safety. If one of the hoses here decides to explode, it will do so on the outside, not on the inside. And also one more thing, these are quick connections. These are all quick connections to the loader itself, and the loader also has a quick disconnect here, so you can actually put the loader on the ground and disconnect it, take the leads out here from the valve block, these ones, and you can back off from the loader, and the loader will stay, but the tractor will be free, and it will take everything from here and forward, including the lines sitting here, with it, and you only end up with having the block sitting here and the underframe here. It's going to the rear axle there and going up like this. That will stay. The rest of it goes with the loader. So it's one way to get rid of the loader, if you want to or need to or whatever. So yeah, that's actually a good thing, but I don't like this being mounted here. I would have liked it to be inside here or something, or maybe down here on the side. But that had meant that you had the lines coming up here, and then you had to have a connection block here or something. Now they are connected directly to the valve body, and you don't need any extensions. That's both good and bad. So I will end the video here. That's what I had today. This was a short one, and now I'm just rambling about other things. So yeah, let's end it here.
No, wait a minute. Here comes a couple of cold start attempts with a non-working block heater.
Have a good day, good night, good morning, whatever time you're watching this. Have a good one, and see you on the next one.